Welcome to our home and our trusty bus. This is our shuttle bus that we converted to use for our daily needs. Previously, we were using it as a mini camper to kind of camp out in, but right now it's stripped down and we use it strictly for hauling materials because we are doing a home renovation and we always have a lot of materials to haul. Not only are we doing a home renovation, but we are taking on a second renovation at an investment property that we were able to purchase. And we've been slowly cleaning up that property. And today we have another load of materials that we're bringing from that property. Right here is roof metal that we took off of the front porch on that home because we had to strip that porch down. This metal looks like it's still good, so we're going to try to save it just in case we have some kind of purpose for it in the future. Maybe a little shed or some kind of fun little duck house. We'll see. So we're gonna get this unloaded, store it under the house, which is our shed for now. Then we gotta get this bus cleaned out because
it needs it.
It's a mess. Want this side?
Yeah.
How they make flashing.
Wow. Excellent.
And these are just leftover pieces of roofing from our house job. Recently, we actually just took a whole load of tires off that other property as well. And we thought we'd take you guys along this time because the last time that we cleared tires off a property, this property, we said we took them to the landfill, and we did get some comments about that. So I just wanted to show you the landfill. So we loaded up the tires, brought them up, and our local landfill has a tire drop-off. It's like $2 a tire, more or less. We were charged by the weight because we had so many tires, but it's a couple dollars a tire.
Yeah.
And you just pull in, chuck them in the tire pile, and they will do something with them. I don't know if they get recycled or
Something.
done something, but they're not just being thrown in the landfill.
Yeah, there's the special spot and they deal with them somehow.
Yeah, so that's how we get rid of tires. It's amazing how many people have old tires laying all over their properties, and for $2 they could get rid of them.
Yep.
So always worth checking around if you want to clean up a mess. We try to keep our property clean despite how it looks. We try to keep it clean. I mean, I might as well keep it. This I don't care about. Is there anything that this is good for?
No, I don't think so.
Maybe I'll take this off, because remember we were talking about if we ever wanted to put a post in the ground,
Yeah.
we could use this to mount something on it.
Yeah. So just take that off. Set it aside for now.
We were actually going to save that satellite dish, but we hired some tree people to take down some trees, and they destroyed it.
Yeah.
I don't know why or how, but when we got there, it was broken. This is basically months of hauling dirty lumber, tires, roofing, building materials.
Yep.
Well guys, there it is. The bus is clean once again and it feels awesome. I'm going to take a few minutes to do some planning while the bus is empty because I want to figure out a new layout in here for some things. But that's just future stuff. I'm just going to plan. But otherwise, we just wanted to get some fall cleaning done. Guys, I got some good planning done. I think I know how I want to lay out the bus the next time around. We want to put beds back in there, and I know that seems kind of weird since we have a home now, but we have 4 mattresses in our house from this bus that we have nowhere to put, and we think it still is handy to have this just in case we ever have to take a trip anywhere. You never know. We'll worry about that later. I just like to dream. I'm a dreamer. So the point is, now that the bus is empty and clean, we are ready to load it back up with lumber and get working on our dining room. Ooh! Right now the room is fully insulated. Everything is done in here. We have paper on the walls just to seal up the insulation. So if I just pick up some wood, we're going to do a tongue and groove ceiling. And I'm hoping that we can get that done today. So I'm going to hurry. This room should be a fun room to do because it's so easy. It's just so easy. There's a lot of windows, which means less wood for the walls, which is good. We're going to try to wrap it up. So, let's get to the store. We'll be back with our wood. We'll get installing. Tall enough.
Oh, for me? What are you going to use then?
We have 2 of these. I have one in the bus I can get.
Oh. Yeah, this will be good.
Okay, so let me get the other toolbox. We're going to be using toolboxes to work on, so luckily I have 2 of these. I'm going to go out and get the other one. And with that, we should both be able to reach the ceiling. Wow, this is really gappy. We'll just balance it out. Now we'll probably need the rubber mallet at this point.
You most likely, yeah.
Well guys, we only have about 1/3 of the ceiling done. I can't believe how slow this is going. I'll tell you, this first third has been a lot of work and a lot of trouble. These ceilings, they normally go up pretty easy, but we have insulation that we're fighting that's been sagging down over, what? How long did we install that? A year ago?
I have no idea.
I don't know. We have insulation sagging down that we have to force back up. And it's just hard to hold a 12-foot board straight and tap it into the groove all the way down. It's hard. It looks good. We're getting there slowly.
Yeah. Yeah. I always do.
Hammer, please.
It's in. Wow, that one went.
Of course, when the camera's filming, it's easy.
That's not usually the way it goes. Right?
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you guys, it was difficult before. Sometimes I put 2 nails in just to make sure it's extra strong.
Yep.
Bill, can you hand me that hammer? Okay. Boy, I should keep the camera on more often.
Yep.
Let's try to get it a little better like tighter on my end, so it's not so in the wall on your end. Don't let go of it. Okay.
And there we go. Wow. I have no idea.
I know Belle has that hammer ready for me. I can sense it. So, I feel totally confident in her abilities here.
No, we have confidence in you. Get what? You're definitely gonna be taller than me.
Well, guys, big progress. We're 2/3 of the way done, and we're going to take a little break. I don't know if we're getting back to it tonight or not. Depends on how we're feeling after our break. But it's getting late, but we're just really pushing. We really want to get all this stuff done. It's been lingering long enough.
Yeah.
I think the ceiling is getting easier and easier because it's getting closer to us because it goes down. And it's like 7 more boards, I think, and we'll be done. Just wanted to show you guys the update and the progress as we go. You may or may not be able to tell, but it is daytime and the ceiling still isn't done. That means we didn't get back to work last night, but I'm going to finish it up this morning. So we're going to keep working. You guys know the routine. And we should be able to wrap this up really quick and get working on another job. Well, guys, we are on the last board right now, the last one. Hopefully we cut it to fit properly. Let's see if it goes in. My end should be tight, your end should be a little loose.
Okay.
Okay, my end fit, so that means we'll be fine. Let me get the pry bar, hold on.
Done.
Well, there it is. Ceiling is done. I know these boards don't look consistent. Some of them have fading and sun coloration on them. We're going to be painting them all white. You won't see any of that. It'll look all even and good when it's done. Believe it or not, we're already ready for the next step. And as you can see, that means painting, actually priming. We're going to prime the ceiling. I give it a little sanding, a little dusting. I tried to hit some of the rough spots because a couple of the boards were a little rough, but otherwise I'm not doing too much prep work. We're just going to get right into it. We taped up all the windows and doorways. We don't want to get overspray on anything that it's not supposed to be on. I'm not going to film this part as much as that's sad because it's going to be cool to see this turning white, but it's going to be a completely sealed room, and painting the ceiling, it creates so much overspray and it just rains down, and I don't want to ruin the camera again and get everything covered in paint. So we're going to set you guys out. I'm going to gear up. I'm going to put my mask on and get the primer going. And I mean, technically, depending on if we feel like working later today, we could probably have both coats, paint and primer, on here today if we really work through it.
Yeah.
So we'll set that as the goal, but this is where we're at right now. I kind of have this one door rigged up so that I can open it with the paper on it so that I can escape.
Maybe you should stick some tape on that.
The primer is on and the ceiling is drying, so while that's drying, let's go do something else. What?
Nobody does that.
That's all I got. What do you want me to do?
Barehanded.
Put this on?
Nice.
It's not the heaviest hammer in town.
It works.
Nah, I don't want you to waste your energy.
Wow.
Well, there it is, guys. This is the wood foundation that we built for our next gazebo build. These are 4x6 treated lumber that we bolted together with lag bolts. We decided to do it this way instead of the 6x6s we did last time, just to try something new. This cost more money. It was less cutting. I know it looked like we were building it backwards there, trying to put the wood under the foundation that we already built. I don't know why we did it that way. It just seemed like the thing to do at the time. But there it is. Level, square, and in location. We are ready to build, almost. Well guys, here is the big reveal of our finished ceiling. Everything went well. I'm not crazy about the final sheen. This ceiling, for some reason, painted up a little more rough than the other ones we've done. But it's white and it's clean and it looks good. We got some artificial lighting in here, but I'm trying to show you what I mean. You can see a lot of these knots and stuff. You can see the roughness of them. It's all evenly coated, but I should have sanded those down before painting to smooth them out. I did sand some of the ceiling spots, but obviously not good enough. And I should have cleaned all that up and then it would look better. Now I could throw another coat of paint on it. It might hide it, but I don't think it would make a big difference overall. And so I think we're just going to leave it the way it is and move on. And that means we can pull down the paper, expose the windows again, you get some light coming in here. And the next step is going to be working on the walls. So that means another trip to the store to buy some more lumber. And we're going to get working on that. Things are moving along here at the property. We thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, take care. Thought I'd come in, give you guys a daytime shot with the windows unwrapped. It's looking okay. I'll tell you, it looks good on the camera, but not as good as the other rooms, but we are happy with it nonetheless. Now we just got to get working on these walls.